Hello everyone, Ali Khan is here. I hope all of you are doing good. Uh, Today, I'll provide you a lecture regarding LVM, and this is day 2. Before I start my class, I would like to recap my first class. In my first class, what I did is check the assigned disk in the Linux box, assign two disks in the Linux box, find out the assigned disk in the Linux box, create a partition with fdisk tool, and delete a partition with fdisk tool. Uh, Today's class, I'm going to create a physical volume, then create a logic volume group with that physical volume, uh, create a logical volume, create a file system on the logical volume, mount the file system against a mount point, and mount the file system permanently. Um, no worries. When I do it practically, I'll explain it more clearly so that you'll understand easily. If you don't have that much knowledge about LVM, please watch my first video so that it will be easier for you to understand this class. Okay, without further delay, let's start. So here is my Linux box, and I have root privilege, right? I hope you remember if we want to see the how many disks we have a command lsblk, list block device basically. So it's here, you can see that we have 3 data disk, xvdf, and under that there are 2 partition, xvdg, one partition under that, xvdg, and under xvdh one partition is there. So we have 4 partitions, and I believe I also mentioned that fdisk is a very good tool to see the details about disk in the box. So let's see the fdisk. Let's see the disk with fdisk command also. fdisk minus l. If you see that, we can see little more details. See this is the disk, and this is the partition, and it's under dev. I guess I have mentioned in my previous class that block device when you create a block device, it goes automatically under dev directory. So now, if we want to create a physical volume, we have to use the full path, that is dev xdf xvdf1 or xvdf2. We have to do that way. So let's create a volume group, physical volume, with the command pvcreate. So pvcreate, and we have to put the full first volume. This is a partition under dev xvdf, right? So create it. So physical volume created successfully. We can create another physical volume. So this one also, let me create this one also. The reason is I'm gonna create a volume group with these 2 disks. Okay, that's fine. So it's already done. So 2 physical volume is already created, right? So now with this 2 physical volume, what we can do is we can create a volume group. So to create a volume group, we have to use vgcreate. vgcreate is a command. With this command, we can create a volume group. So vgcreate, then we have to put a vg name. Say, for example, vg underscore data, right? So vgcreate, and then we put a vg name, and now we have to put the physical volume. So we already created two physical volume, that is this one, and this one. Here, if we want, we can create with one single disk, we can create a volume group BG with a single disk or a multiple disk. So here I'm creating a volume group with multiple disk. So you see, volume group create successfully. Now, since I have just created a volume group, now if we put VGs, it's a command, right? See, I can see that I have a VG, that is VG underscore data, and we just created. If we use a command VG display minus V and VG data, you see, look, this is a VG details. I'm not gonna go each and every details here. In that case, it will be longer. But you see, there is two physical volume. Is this in this under this VG? We have created this volume group with this two physical volume. So now we have to create what? We have to create a logical volume from this volume group. So we have to create a logical volume from the volume group. So lvcreate command is lvcreate. So lvcreate, we can put a size. Say for example, plus 2 gig. So we're going to create a 2 gig LV minus M. We have to put a name. So we can put name like this, LV underscore data, right? And now we have to put the name of the VG. So what is the name of the VG? VG data. So command is like this. LV create. So create a LV. With L we can mention the size of the LV. I can create, see, I have, if we see here, I have VG size is almost 4 GB. So maximum I can take 3.99 GB. I can create 1 GB, I can create 2 GB, I can create 3 GB, I can create 3.99 GB up to, right? But we cannot go beyond the maximum size of the VG size of the VG size. So we have, so see, you see there is a free size, you see, so that you'll understand better way. The free size is 3.99, so we can go maximum 3.99. And minus n means their logical volume should have a name, right? So n, and then I put a name, LV, and name can be anything, and this one has to be the VG data, because from where we're going to create the LV. Okay, created. So logical volume is created successfully. If we see again VG display minus VG data, see And now it's saying that there is a logical volume here. You see, there is a logical volume here. And the name of the logical volume is Dave vg underscore lv data. So I have created a logical volume successfully. Now what I have to do is I have to create a file system against that logical volume. So how can I do that? The command is mkfs dot ext4 and then this logical volume. So I just create a file system on the logical volume. Right? So logical volume is already created. Okay, for your convenience, I just created another logical volume from here. So go to there, maybe 1 GB, 1 GB, I just created, and LV data maybe 01, I put another name, and from there also I'm creating a logical volume, and I make, this time I'm gonna create a file system with, I guess you know that, right? Their Linux file system is ext4, ext3, but the latest one XFS file system. So this time, this one I'm gonna do it with XFS. So do the XFS dot XFS. So which one? The another one just I created, that is 01. So I have created two logical volume, and that is one is, so let's see, go there. So if we do the V in details, you want to see it, so that I just see that this is our volume group. There the logical volume, I just created this logical volume and this logical volume, and these are the disks. So if you really want to know the details of the volume group, you can see with the V verbose mode, so we can see everything in details. Now that you have the we have two logical volume, right? So our next, and we have also created the file system on that two logical volume. Now now I'm gonna mount both the file system against a mount point. So create a directory mkdir, sorry, data 01 mkdir data 02. So I just wanted to mount this this two file system on the against that this directory. Okay, so simple, mount which one? So this one, maybe data, we just want to, sorry, mount this one against slash data 01, and sorry, in this one, okay, and this one is this, okay, LVM data 01, so it's like 01, and we can do it here with 02. So we mount the logical volume against this directory. So now if we see that df minus h, you can see that this file system is mounted against the data 01 and data 02. So but if I reboot this system now, this mount point will be disappear. We cannot, if we want to mount it permanently, we have to put a entry in etcfs tab. So go to etcfs tab, vi etcfs tab, okay, tab, and we have to put an entry here so that mount point can be permanent, so that mount point can be permanent. So okay, before that we better do one thing. We try to understand and how we put the entry. So cat etc m tab, go m tab. So if you see, this two entry is already created here. So we can go there and copy it, and if we put it here, okay. So if we do this, so go here, come here again, one by one, we just take it. That's better, I guess. We can take, it will be easier for, if we go notepad, it will be easier to understand, so that you don't have to worry about what would be the entry. So this is the entry, right? Here, and ext4, and this part is, you have to delete this part and just write default. Put this one, and the same way we can come here and take this one, here, and delete this whole thing. Of course there is a meaning of these things, but I'm not gonna tell now. Okay, so add this two line in fs tab, and this will be permanent. So go there, go here, clear vi etc fs tab, go here and do this. Oh, and put these two lines. So here, not here, maybe you can go here, this one, copy, paste, come here, and here also, this is the thing, copy, paste, and save it. Then mount -a and df -h. So it's there. So in conclusion, I just wanted to say that what we did is we create a file system, we create physical volume, volume group, logical volume, and make file system with two type file system, ext4 and xfs, and then we mount that file system against a directory and make it permanent, put a entry in fs tab. What would be the entry in fs tab? We can go etc m tab, and from there we can get an example and put it there. There are some I delete some parameter and put defaults. The parameters have also some meanings, but I'm not gonna explain it here, maybe sometime later. Thank you very much. Be good, and I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more class regarding LVM. Hopefully you will watch that too. Thank you.